He's from Lucinda.
Lucinda? Who's that?
That's Chuck Wilson's fiancée, you know, Ace's assistant.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't make it to the show, so she sent him over.
Monograms and everything. Very classy.
Yeah.
Come on, when are we going to get to the big item?
Yeah, Didi. I'm setting the stage. I don't know if you're ready for this one yet.
Try me.
Okay. Ta-da!
Oh.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Very nice.
Come on, Pop. Show a little more enthusiasm.
I said very nice.
Well, sort of the way you say it about my meatloaf.
Ask me who it's from.
Who's it? No, it has to be from Viki. Oh, Bo's old man. It's a peace offering.
No. It's from these two crazy gals. Aren't they great? Did you know they had such terrific taste?
Well, when you have the ladies' club over for tea, you have to have something to serve it in, right? Yeah, and there's a little plate for the little cucumber sandwiches. Isn't that neat, Pop?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Of course, Joe and I do expect to be invited over. Wait, you know, when you're living up on Llanview or wherever.
I don't want to disappoint you. I am not going to be having the ladies over for lunch. No.
Oh, too bad.
Hey, Lord Manning needs me. I want to work.
You're not going to give up your job? Job? Oh, there's a cougar game tonight. I'm going to be late.
You don't worry, I got tickets. I'm going to give you a lift. Hold on.
Great. Thanks, Pop.
Hello?
Am I speaking to Lady Luck?
Oh, where are you?
Well, I'm right outside the locker room here. Can't you hear all the goings on?
Can you speak louder? I can't hear you with all the noise going. Well, what's so funny?
No, never mind. Just cross your fingers, say good luck.
Okay, they're crossed. Good luck. How does it look for the game?
Tough. Very tough.
Well, I didn't bring them much luck last week, even with my eyes crossed.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Nobody's perfect. Anyway, me and you was the luckiest thing ever happened to me, so, I can't complain.
Am I going to see you after the game?
Want to?
Well, sometimes you really ask dumb questions. You know that? Why don't you come by the house? I want to show you all the wonderful presents we got at the shower.
All right. I'll be there right after the game. Listen, you take care. Have a nice evening. I love you.
Love you.
I'm sweet. Hey, how you going? On the shoulder, huh? It's feeling a lot better. You be able to play? I sure hope so. We'll be up to Doc Wallet, though. You can check it out before game time. Good.
Well, you did get the report, didn't you?
The beta HCG level in Delilah's blood is...
Mary, please. Am I pregnant? Say yes.
Larry, there's no chance of a mistake?
The odds were against us from the beginning. I'm sorry.
Hey, I know you told us that.
Delilah, you did everything you could.
Everybody did. Larry, we appreciate all your help and support.
It was my fault.
No, Delilah.
It was all my fault.
It's not true.
That is not true.
Listen to me. There's nothing wrong with you. You did absolutely everything you could do. It was a new procedure, unfortunately.
Hey, please, come on, sit down.
I wish there was something I could say or do.
I'll be okay, Larry. Just give me a minute, okay?
I really hate to leave you like this, but I do have other things to do. Would you like me to have Will come down?
No,
I
no.
have to tell him anyway.
No, let me do that. No, it would have been his grandchild.
Oh, go ahead, Larry. I'll be all right. It was me. No, it was all me. If
Delilah,
you had used somebody
don't do that
else,
to yourself.
then it would have
You
worked.
gave me 2 weeks of hope. 2 weeks to get myself together.
Now there's nothing.
Now we have to keep going. Look, you gonna be all right just so I can use the phone?
Yeah.
I gotta call Will. I guess I better call Asa, too. I'm sure he'd want to know the results.
No, don't tell Asa, because I don't want to talk to him. He don't want to talk to me. And I can't talk to him.
Oh, you sleep tight, old fella. You hear?
Those bed bugs bite. Huh?
Your mama say that?
Yeah, I think everybody's did, didn't they?
You know what gets me about this little baby?
Just about everything from what I said. What gets you about him?
He smells so good. What do you suppose?
Why does he like? Is it soap and water and powder, you think, huh, Drew?
No, Becky Lee. It's him. Oh, I just can't help thinking how blessed we are right about now.
Yeah. You're waiting for that phone to ring, too, honey.
Yep, but I think the news is bad that we'd heard.
Yeah, I expect you're right. I just hope they're both strong enough to handle it, Rafe and Delilah.
It meant a lot to both of them in different ways. I am just about the luckiest man in the whole world, having a family like this. I tell you, honey, I'm just grateful for every day.
Me too, huh, gorgeous? How gorgeous. Oh. You come see Mommy. Come on and see Mom. Did Bo give you tickets for the owner's box tonight?
Yeah, he wanted to, but I told him I already had one.
Oh?
Now, don't go putting a reading on that. You know, when I go to a game, I just want to have a dog and a beer, exchange a few opinions, make a few little bets on the side.
So?
Do you have any idea what happens up in the owner's box? First of all, everybody up there is wearing a three-piece suit, you know, managers of this, VPs of that. They got closed-circuit TV, waiters bringing you drinks, the phone is ringing, everything except football. Plus which, they got a window in the front of the box there. You can't even hear the crowd except over the closed-circuit TV.
So you're going to go with some of the guys from the plant?
That's right.
Pop, don't you think you ought to try to adjust a little bit?
To what?
Well, after Dee and Bo are married, and Brad and I, we're going to have a big change in our lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. Not me.
Well, we want you to be a part of that, too.
You know, you two sound like you're going to win the state lottery or something.
Yeah, Connie, you make it sound like we pulled Brad and Bo out of one of those fish bowls. Oh, come on, you know what I mean. No, I don't know what you mean. I definitely am not marrying for money. Well, neither am I. Didi, what is the matter with you? All of a sudden, you can't tell when I'm kidding.
Ladies, can we end this discussion? It's pointless. Anyway, I'm not going to change. Not even my daughters are going to change me.
I don't want you to change. I just would like for you and Bo to be a little more comfortable with each other.
Well, that will come to pass in time.
Who are you going to the game with?
We're guys from shipping and receiving. And Brian Becky.
Oh, and him you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, I mean, he's been hanging around the house for such a long time, he feels like a member of the family.
Bo used to.
No. That was a fellow named Bill Brady.
Oh, no, we're not going to go through that again. No, we're not. We're not. Pop, listen, can you do me a favor?
Try it.
Brian has been presuming on our former relationship.
Presuming. How?
Well, suddenly he feels that he's my protector, and he makes cracks about Bo all the time and keeps on saying, do you know what you're getting into and things like that. And you know, I'm really getting sick of it.
Well, maybe you could tell him yourself. In fact, no time like the present. Brian?
Hey, are you ready?
Just a minute. We're going to take Joy. I got to wait a minute for her. Come on in.
Connie?
Didi? Deirdre? Here's the man himself. Speak your piece.
Well, Harry, I think I already know you're upset with me, aren't you?
Well, when did you get your first hint, Brian?
Well, that's just it, Didi. Listen, I should have known all along, but it's no excuse. You see, I was out of line. So, let's have it. You see, Didi, what got me are all those.
My shower presents?
Wedding presents.
Ah, the Grey Monster up and at 'em.
Connie.
But that's no excuse. You see, I was just out of line.
Well, you got that right.
You see, Didi, what got me are all those.
My shower presents?
Wedding presents.
Aha, the Grey Mounster up and at 'em.
Honey.
But that's no excuse. You see, I was just out of line.
Well, you got that right.
Didi, I'm trying to apologize to you, please.
Why don't you just say that it's none of your concern who I marry?
You really want to pin me down, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Now you are being too hard on him. You're putting words in his mouth.
Bob, stay out of this.
All right, Didi, if that's what you want. Who you marry is none of my concern. I don't have anything to do with it.
All right, I got 2 witnesses that heard him say that, right?
Brian.
Right.
Excuse me, Brian. I know that you want to do right by Didi.
I can do right by myself. I'm a
Just
big
wait a
girl.
minute.
I'm on your side.
Sorry.
All I want to say is that I've changed the way I look at the Buchanan situation.
He really likes Bo now, Brian.
Yeah, well, what about the rest of the family?
I think that I'm very fond of Viki. I think that if Clint is good enough to snag a fine woman like that, he's all right.
I don't hear you mentioning the old man. Didi, all I'm trying to tell you is that that man is going to make a mess out of your life. You just wait and see.
Can you believe this? The apology isn't even out of your mouth and you're at it again.
Didi, listen, you got to admit I have a point. Harry, don't I have a point?
She knows what I think. I'm going to let it pass.
Oh. Okay, you see?
Would you two believe that Mr. and Mrs. Asa Buchanan are going to have Bo and me over for dinner this week?
Well, listen, honey, if you're going to marry a guy from Texas, you best learn to call it supper, okay?
Pecky. See what I mean? I give up. Don't you two have a game you're going to be late for?
Brian is my guest.
Oh, well, you're welcome to him. You know what, Brian? I'm not worried about Asa accepting me. He's going to have to because he loves Bo and he wants to hang on to him. Let's go get what's in the fridge. Here we go, gang.
Hey.
I'm sorry I kept you guys waiting. Hi, Brian.
How you doing?
So, see you later, guys. Oh, don't forget to catch me on TV, okay? I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Don't stay up for us.
Oh, why is he like that? Brian? Didi, he's still wild about you.
Oh, he's probably held up at the hospital or something, but I'm sure he's going to... As a matter of fact, I'm sorry I'm late. Yeah, that's okay. Kim Lomax in there waiting for you. He's a little bit antsy.
I'll tell him you're here, Doc.
Okay, thank you. Here, if you got a second, I don't know if... I okayed J.J. Warren to work out with the team last week. Right, I read that in the paper. Right, well, I've gone ahead and lifted the suspension so he can play today. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, well, if Lomax out, we're going to have to rely on a passing game there, so we're going to really need J.J. How soon will you know about Kenny's shoulder? No, Bo. I'm going to talk to him. If he says it's hurting that, he shouldn't be playing. Well, he's never going to tell you that, you know. Listen, about being late, I just came from the hospital. I spent some time with Delilah. Was she pregnant? The transplant work? Don't even tell me. Look, it's rough right now. Maybe if you get a chance, you give her a call. Right.
I ought to go upstairs, maybe, and fix my face.
Your face is fine. Always has been.
You're very sweet, you know that? I can see why Sam loved you so.
What do we have to do to get a waiter around here?
You know something? I haven't had a drink in 2 weeks. Because I thought, just in case I was pregnant. I know that it wouldn't help, though.
It never does.
You promise that you won't notice if I cry again?
Only if you promise me the same thing.
Why didn't it happen? Why couldn't it happen?
And if I had the answer. Gary, man, I wanted to see. You got a second?
Sure, what's up?
You suggested that I look in on Cassie. Well, I found out what's going on.
Well, you did. Well, she's got to get rid of that guy.
Yeah, even if he was the boy down the street, this Rob Coronel. Anyway, I want to thank you for your concern. I'm headed over to see Cassie right now. I'll see you.
Mr. Felton, did you tell Cassie that I talked to you about her?
No, actually, she came to me on her own when she found out who Rob is.
What do you mean? Who is he?
Doesn't the name Coronel mean something to you?
Well, yeah. Leo Coronel, the guy who was killed in Atlantic City. That was my uncle.
Well, that's what I thought. But he was also this kid's grandfather.
What? You telling me I'm related to that guy? He said he didn't know that the Coronels in Philadelphia. Listen, I'm really getting worried about Cassie now.
Yeah. Well, you see, he's afraid. Nobody knows why his grandfather was killed, whether it was part of a power struggle within the mob or...
Well, whatever it was, he's going to get stuck in the middle of it.
That's right.
And Cassie's going to be with him.
Got the picture.
Oh, man.
Well, I have to do what I can to protect the boy, but the sooner we get him out of my daughter's place, the better. I'll see you.
You're late. Dinner was going to burn.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I had to work an extra hour to make up for the long lunch.
So you met with my father. Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah, there was quite a reception waiting for me at Wanda's.
He brought Captain Hall?
My mother was sitting there in the same booth with your father. I mean, I had to wait for her to leave before I could even go up and talk to him. Cass, did you tell her that you'd seen me at Wanda's?
Yesterday, my father and I ran into her at the Vernon Inn, and she asked me how come I delivered the card that you sent her. And I guess I must have mentioned that I met you at Wanda's or something.
That's okay. She didn't see me. I hung around outside. Although I didn't get to speak to your father for very long because of it. So he's coming here tonight, all right?
Sure. Do you think he'll be able to help you?
I don't know. Maybe. Listen, Cass, there are a few things I want you to know before it comes, okay?
Okay.
First, I didn't tell him everything about myself. I told him about my grandfather, and he knows that I'm looking for the man who contracted the hit on him. But he doesn't know who my father is. I mean, the name Alessandro Cornell never came up, so I figured why mention Alex Clown.
So I shouldn't mention it.
Yeah, right.
Well, I don't like lying to my father.
No. I'm not asking you to lie. I'm just saying don't volunteer anything.
All right. And this has nothing to do with Bowden or the person who hired him, so... Or does it?
No, not at all. There's no connection, none. Ooh, that dinner smells great. What is it, anyways?
The Rinaldi residence.
Michelle?
Yes?
Pretend this is a wrong number, but it's your father. I want to see you. Meet me tomorrow at the warehouse on the Front Street dock.
I'm sorry, this is the Jenny and David Rinaldi residence. You have the wrong number.
Good girl. I'll see you at 6 there.
No problem.
Are you having a problem?
No.
Terrific. Then you must try one of my world-famous brownies. Since you didn't eat too much pizza. There you go.
How many calories? How many calories in my
Who cares? Who's counting? It doesn't matter. Anyway, think of all the energy you're burning up doing all that homework. Or is that homework?
I guess I was just thinking.
That's your dad?
No. I just remembered. Cassie invited me for dinner tomorrow. I mean, I'm going to sleep over, and right after school I can pack some stuff in a bag and go straight over there, and she even asked me to help her with the dinner.
Oh, well, that sounds like a lot of fun, but I think you ought to wait until it's not a school night.
Well, I can do my homework before I go.
I'm sure you could do that, but I think it's best to wait until it's the weekend, okay?
But I already promised her. She's counting on me. She expects me to go.
Michelle, I wish you had checked with me before. I'll tell you what, I will take the blame.
What are you doing?
I'm going to call her and explain to her.
6 days until Election Day.
Jenny, please don't call her.
Why not?
Because I'm old enough to make my own excuses to her.
I'm sorry. You're right. I was trying to help.
I know, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate everything you've done for me since I've been here.
I'm glad. Because I love having you here.
Just remember, if I'm ever being a pest, my name's Michelle Bowden. It's not Rinaldi.
It doesn't matter.
Why? It's true.
So? It might be true, but it still doesn't matter. I mean, take a look at Cassie. Herb adopted her, and she goes by Cassie Callison. And her real father is David. And David and I love Cassie very much. And you know what? We love you very much, too.
Very sweet, Dad.
Yeah, I know that, but it's nice to hear it from you. Bob, how are you?
No, I mean to come over and get involved in this whole thing. And Rob doesn't have anybody else that he can talk to.
Yes, well, glad to help out, dear, but this is also official crime commission business.
That's fine with me.
So, have you had any dinner, Dad? Because we've got some leftovers.
Well, I
can
hear
easily...
something on the way over.
Oh. Well, how about a cup of coffee?
Sounds good.
Okay. So, sit down.
Oh. Yeah, thank you. So, where do we start? Well, for openers, I'd like to clarify a couple of points we discussed earlier. You told me that you didn't want to establish contact with your mother because you were afraid you might be drawn into this thing.
That's right. I mean, if Bowden catched up with
Well, I
me...
understand, but you never made mention of your father. Where is he? Well, let me put it another way. Does he know what happened to your grandfather? And if not, shouldn't he be warned?
Well, I'm sure my father knows about it by now. I mean, it's been all over the papers and everything.
You haven't been in touch with him?
No.
Why not?
Miss Carlson, I can't trust anybody.
Not even your own father?
Not even my own father.
What's the matter? You don't like the drink?
I don't like what it does to me. I only end up feeling worse than I already do.
Hey, guys. How you doing? What's the matter? You don't look so good.
Hi, I'm gonna go upstairs if you don't mind.
Are you sure you want to be alone?
I am alone. Thank you for being so understanding.
I'll call you in the morning.
Please do. Glenda.
Transfer didn't work, did it?
She's not pregnant. The baby's gone. So that's one more, Al Bowden. Sam's life, and now the baby's. I'll see you around, Marco.
Hey, Rafe, wait a second.
Hey, Marco, hey, don't you listen to your
please.
messages? No, it can't.
He's got some problems.
Don't worry about it. We got our own family problems.
What's the matter with you?
Did you know that we had a cousin in town?
Who?
Leo Coronel's grandson.
Roberto was in Llanview?
What, do you know him?
Well, no, I've never met him, but I know his father's been looking for him. He saw Uncle Leo's death, and then he dropped out of sight. Where is this kid?
Why do you want to know?
Just tell me where he is. Please,
Listen,
Gary.
this guy is hooked up with Cassie Callison, and I don't want to see her get hurt.
Gary,
You
I need to
understand
know where the kid is. Will you just tell me?
I tell you. Look, just forget I said anything, all right? I'm just tired of this whole thing. Forget it.
I should have brought you in a golf cart, kid.
Come on, there's nothing wrong with my legs.
Damn shoulder.
Well, I tried to get the bench down. Everybody's busy. How is your shoulder?
Oh, it's okay, boss. Just took another look at it, that's okay.
Oh, how bad is it?
Will you people go watch a game for Pete's sake? I'm fine. Look, Doc told me she'd come in and get off his feet. He'll check it at halftime.
Yeah, I'm going to go talk.
Hey, you know, they were looking for you on field body.
Yeah, go ahead, boy. I'm okay, all right?
You really all right?
Yeah, I just may miss practice for a few days. Are you really worried about me?
Well, it's just that they clobbered you out there. I didn't know if you were going to get up.
You know, I don't even know what you do for me.
Oh, what does it matter?
Well, I'll probably miss practice for a couple of days. And the doctor probably won't let me put on pads, so at least Thursday or Friday. Give you a call tomorrow.
Are you asking me out?
Well, you got a problem with that?
No, because I'm a student at Llanview University.
Yeah.
So I'm tied up during the day. Unless you want to come by the student center and have lunch or something.
Sounds good.
All right, well, you haven't eaten there yet. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad.
Well, what time?
Well, shouldn't we pick a day first?
Well, I thought we were talking about tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Class at 1, how about 2?
See you there.
All right. Do you want me to stay here during half then?
No, I'm just going to put myself in a whirlpool. I'll be okay. Besides, I need you out there. Got to put your head on and go get him, kid.
All right.
See ya.
We'll see you tomorrow.
You all set?
Oh, yeah, he's in a whirlpool.
Okay. Roman! Yeah? You need anything?
No, I'm okay, man.
Hello?
Lila? How you doing?
Oh, how sweet of you to call. You must be at the game. I can hear the noise in the back.
Yeah, I just ducked out for a second. Larry Wallach told me the news, Lila.
Oh, yeah? Well,
I kind of forced it out of him. I hope you don't mind.
No, of course not.
Lila, I can't tell you how sorry I am. You gonna be all right? Is there something I can do?
no, I'll be fine. You made me feel better just by calling. Now, why don't you go back to the game? I don't want to keep you. How are we doing, by the way?
Winning. 10-7, middle of the second quarter. Lila.
Yes.
You sure?
Oh, of course I'm sure. No, I'll talk to you later in the week. Rob doesn't know who he can trust. That's why he's here, so he can figure out what his next move will be.
You can trust me. I guess so.
Of course you can.
All right. Cassie says so. Good. Now, first, let me arrange another safe place for you to stay. Why?
Dad, there's no reason to do that. He's perfectly safe here. He's close to his job, Lord Manning. He can come and go and nobody will notice.
Maybe, maybe not. What, if somebody spotted me around here? Let's just say that there are too many people who can connect you with Cassie. Besides, darling, I don't know how to tell you this without embarrassing you, but it really isn't proper having a young man living with you.
He's not living with me. He's staying with me.
That's the truth, Mr. Callison.
And anyway, isn't my own business who stays with me? I'm 18 years old. I'm self-supporting.
I know.
So what's there to be concerned about, Dad?
You think your mother would agree with that?
What does Mom have to do with this?
You talk it over. I think you'll both agree that there are any number of reasons why Rob should find another place to stay.
Yeah, maybe you're right, Mr. Callison. I'll talk it over with Callison.
Good.
I'll get back to you, tomorrow.
Yes. We'll meet in my office. The address is on the card I gave you, and we'll review what we know about Bowden again. You see, there was a man named Anthony McConney testified against Bowden. Who knows? Maybe you and I can put our heads together and come up with some of the answers about who's behind it.
Okay. Thank you.
Night, baby.
Good night.
I don't like upsetting you.
I'll live. Thanks for coming by.
say? Pregnancy test was negative. Of course, we knew it was a long shot all along, didn't we?
So sorry, Ray.
Well, son, you did everything you could. You and Delilah both.
How did she take it?
Real hard. I had a drink with her at the end. You know, Marco came over. She couldn't even talk about it. She just said she wanted to be alone.
Well, I'll tell you, Rafe, I don't think that's a good thing for her at this time.
Yeah, well, maybe you could help her, give her a call, look in on her.
Sure, of course we'll do that.
Good. Well, I've been crying on your shoulder long enough.
Oh, no.
It's time for me to get back to work.
Rafe, you can't get back to work this soon.
Personal work. I'm going to find Bowden. See that he gets what's coming to him. Night, hon. Thanks for everything.
You're more than welcome.
Lisa.
Rafe, if I were you, I don't think I'd get involved at this time.
But you're not me, Asa. Your wife's standing right here. Big as life and twice as beautiful. And you got a baby boy. He's sound asleep upstairs. And thanks again, folks. Take care.
Be careful. Oh, Lord.
I'm going to call Delilah.
Honey, maybe you should hold off until tomorrow morning.
No. Leave her alone. At her own devices, she self-destructs. I've seen it time after time.
Ground Vernon Inn, good evening.
What is this? I'm calling Delilah Buchanan's suite.
Oh, I'm sorry. She put an intercept on her calls. May I take a message, sir?
No, that's all right. I'll get in touch later. I better get over there. She's not taking any calls.
Honey, wait. Just please give it till tomorrow. Right the first time. This isn't gonna do.
Wow, congratulations.
What, do you watch this, dude?
Yes, I did, and you know what? I'm starting to get the hang of it. You know, when Mickey Farrell, he kicked that,
Field goal. Yes.
In the overtime and everything, I thought, oh, Super Bowl, here we come.
Well, it looks that way, darling.
What? Oh, you don't want to jinx it. You don't want to talk about it. Okay. Well, we've got a lot of plans we have to make. Let's see, the playoffs are the end of December, and then the Super Bowl is after that, so we'll just have to make sure that we're back from our honeymoon by then.
Maybe we ought to just wait until after the Super Bowl to get married.
Oh, come on, you're kidding, right? Right?
Yeah. We got a lot of problems still anyway. We got Ken Romack, he hurt his shoulder again. So he could be out for a week or two.
Is that what's bothering you?
What?
I noticed it the minute you came in the door.
Well, no. Actually, it's not the team that's bothering me. Talked to Larry Woley, and they got the test results back on Delilah, and they turned out negative.
What? Back up. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry. I thought I mentioned it to you. There was an embryo transplant from Sam after she died to Delilah. As it turned out, Sam was pregnant. Delilah volunteered to carry the baby. And because it's more or less a new procedure, they thought, well, they had nothing to lose, but...
If
you want to go and spend some time with Delilah, I understand.
No. I don't think that's necessary, but it's sure nice of you to give that thought.
Nice?
Mm-hmm.
You know what's nice?
What?
Want to see some of the stuff we got at the shower?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, here. This one. This one really got me. You like this.
This is...
A gift certificate.
Oh. It is a gift.
From Becky. It's for a saddle of my choice. The guy who's going to make it, and, gotta read.
Country gal is about to foal, and the colt is yours. Love, Becky.
Isn't that great?
I think it's a real nice welcome to the family.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Becky also said that she was going to work on Asa before the wedding, see if she could get him to come around, and, we're invited there for dinner this week. You'll go, right?
Yes. Why not? I would go anywhere for you. Good.
You haven't said a word the past 20 minutes. What's wrong? Does that have anything to do with what my father said?
It does and it doesn't. Cassie, I wish we could start over again.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, I wish I could start over again. You know, I wish that we'd met each other in some other way, that I wasn't who I was.
But you are who you are. What is this leading up to?
It's leading up to what it was before, the first time when I left.
The first time?
Cassie, I just don't want to get you into trouble with your parents.
Look, don't worry about that, okay? I am who I am, and I have my own responsibilities right now. I can choose who I want to live with and where I want to live.
And you're ready to take the consequences.
What consequences?
Cassie, your father was right. People, they're going to talk. Who
cares what people say? Who's going to know besides my mother and my father?
Well, what about them?
Don't worry about them. Let me worry about them, okay? Okay?
You sure?
I've never been more sure about anything.
Tonight, Halloween spells horror for a movie crew shooting at a haunted mansion on The Fall Guy. Then Stephen shocks Crystal with the name of Mark's real killer on Dynasty, followed by Hotel.